Hey guys, how's it going? It's AdamaSanguine and welcome to Somerville Place. Somerville Place is probably one of the most southernmost settlements that you're going to get. It's right outside Vault 95, right here on the border near the glowing sea, right up here by Gunner's Plaza. Cutler Bay is there as well. Now the first part of this video here, it is going to be a bit fuzzy. During the Let's Build portion of this, I turned off my Commonwealth Visual Overhaul mod. During the actual tour, I'll be using Commonwealth Visual Overhaul, and I'm also using AKIRA'S, I believe the version 3. So it's going to be quite nice. It actually completely removes all the God rays, which is a fantastic mod. I'll make sure I leave a link in the description, or at least a reminder in the bottom of this video of all the different mods I'll be using in this. So, but the first portion of this, this is going to be done in vanilla, mainly just for a fantastic builder. I just wanted to prove that I could still do it, and I'm doing it in vanilla. So all pillar glitching, still no snapping at all, except for the first part here, the little what do they call that? A little platform that I built for myself. That's, again, that doesn't stay in here. That's just to get me to the eye level, or the level that I wanted with this pillar here. So yeah, it was quite fun trying to remember how to do all this. It took about 3 hours to actually completely encase this. Originally I was going to have like sort of a blocked off sitting area, reinforced sitting area, but in the end, well, you'll see what I actually did in the tour as well. Now this first part here, or this section here, kind of became the main focus of this build. Is if you'll notice here, when I go around the back side, the doors were a little off center, and I actually kind of kept that for this whole entire build, because this whole thing ended up a little bit crooked, but I think I gave it a lot of character, a lot of flavor to this. Nice. Yeah, I like how that turned out. Yeah, see? Now don't worry, I get rid of the spaces in the back. They were actually just putting in a few half wall sections here, and yeah, the pillar glitching did its job. And put that in beside here. There we go. Nice. And on the other side here, I actually went with the ladder glitch. Thought I'd go with something a little bit different. Also, the farmhouse wall there kept getting in the way of the pillar, because it did stick out a little bit. So I actually did, this one here is actually the one that I pulled out. Didn't really like how crooked it was. Yes, I know, the crookedness said it, but it was a little too much for me to deal with. But yeah, I'll go ahead and pull out the second piece as well. Just wanted to line up and bring it down a little bit farther, and then do that off camera. And it's going to put in this final section here, and then we'll take the vanilla tour. Yeah, this build definitely had a lot of character. I'm sure you guys have already seen the thumbnail, so you'll know pretty much how most of it turned out. Nice, look at that. There we go. And I'm just going to put the crowning here of these little rails. I do move these over just a little bit once I get them actually in there before the build was completed. Look at that. See? Nice, got it right up in there. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and take the vanilla tour. So again, when you come here, so the whole focus of this build was more of not as much as look what I did for these guys. It was more or less the father himself did this. If you guys are familiar with Cait as one of the followers, Cait, a former drug addict, a fighter in the battle zone down in the main city, and she, after you do all her stuff, help her get cured from all her addictions over in Vault 95, which is again why I kind of wanted to put her her house here, a little apartment in the top of this. So basically she wanted to rent out a nice little place, and I thought that Somerville Place was a nice place for it to be. So the father is a survivalist. Part of the RP that I wanted to do with this as well is he was a former member of the Minutemen, and he actually found out after he was injured in battle, he lost, well, we thought he was going to lose his hands, but he come to find out that he actually was a synth. He still loves his kids, because, you know, basically to him they are his kids, and to them, he is their father. So he really loves them. He did pretty much this whole entire thing for them, made it look as kid-friendly as possible. Just, you know, he spoils them to death. So don't look at me in that tone of voice. I will put you back in the chair, sir. wipe that memory. So yeah, so here we go. Get rid of the. We're going to actually get rid of this crop field as well, and I think you'll like how it turned out. So without further ado, let's take the tour. Hold that thought. As you can see, there is a lot of color in this build. Really wanted to bring out the visuals of this. So a lot of different glowy pieces here, a lot of different use of blue and red, orange, the yellow, a lot of different things in here. So this first part here, just more or less not like a storage area, just more of a kind of like a junk pile and place. If somebody was going to attack it, maybe they'll go directly out here and actually head for the pit. Plus, they basically will come out here and hang out by the fire anyway. Now in here, actually these in this locker that we tilted over, that actually got filled with its own ammo. I added the spawn beacons here. I thought that was a nice touch because either the father would probably grab them during combat, maybe even Cait, and if one of the whoever attacks this place, I thought it would be kind of funny if they actually grabbed those out of there and started throwing them, because obviously the synths are on my side. So they would actually cause them to attack themselves. I thought that was a pretty cool little thing there. Never got to see it happen, but we actually did get attacked 3 times during this beginning of this build. So yeah, so you'll see the first chair back there in the background, the wooden chair that actually comes from the workshop decorations. The tire seat I actually added in. So one of the things that I mentioned, again, I got rid of the crop field. All this long grass, this wild grass, some of these dead leaves, some of the dead grass, all the branches, everything, the moss, I added in. I wanted this to look really overgrown. Check out these mushrooms. I've been looking for an excuse to use them. I used them a little bit in my Raider build in County Crossing. But I thought it was a really good place to use them since we're so close to the marsh area. Of course, the tree there on the left, we added in that bush, and of course this dead branch here as well. I thought it was really nice. It just really broke it up and just wanted it to look really different, like a whole different place. Again, like it all been sitting here, all overgrowing by itself. Added this beautiful red shrub in here as well. The shack. Now, if you see in the back here, all I did was added in the awning there on this first set of windows, which is over near the living room. I wanted to do a lot more in the back here, but I did suffer from that stupid little crash bug that gets me anytime I go toward the back of a settlement or the outskirts of a settlement. So similar to my Nordhagen beach when I got near the water. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, check this out. I love how this turned out. Added all this moss here. Then we got a nice little watershed and power generator. Wanted to go old school and scrappy with it, but still make it look reinforced. Yeah, nice. I really love how this turned out. So all the these are actually inverted catwalks from the mining catwalks. So I added those in, and of course the metal door frame there as well. Now these sections of wood here, I thought this was a really nice little touch. The little walkway goes right back to this custom chemistry station. Well, I guess you can call it actually a booze station as well, since we're trying to keep Cait off the drugs. But we can also make meds and different things as well. Got to take care of the kids. Hidden in the shrubs here, you'll notice these big jagged pieces of metal rail, also from the catwalk section. Yeah, I thought that was really awesome in USO. Yeah, a lot of these dead guards. Now you'll see here that I sunk down the shotgun turrets as well. Some more of these little mushrooms. These all glow at nighttime, which is really awesome. And check out these little steps here. I love how scrappy these steps are. Really awesome here. Instead of going with the standard ladder, I wanted to actually go with an actual wooden ramp. Just a bunch of different pieces. Even that little crooked one there gave me a little bit of trouble, which I thought was kind of cool. It added a little more character to this. This door, rail car door, of course we are near a rail section, but this door took me about 3 days to figure out how to get the angle correct, because this ceiling or the roof here is actually going in 3 different sections, or 3 different ways, because it's got the vertical and it's also collapsed partially in the center as well. That's a mysterious serum there. I thought that was a nice little touch, because the a dick doll actually looks just like Jet in this version, so I went with that instead. I thought that was I love the cowhide clothing there, and using the from Nuka World, that's the cowhide cowboy set. it amuses me. So I thought it would be kind of cool to have the cowhide section there. Yeah, I love this pillar just being held up by the sandbags and the cinder blocks. That was a really cool little touch. And we got a nice little sleeping area for Cait as well. If you look here in the back, the back wall here tilted these pallets. I thought that was a really cool little thing there. And a nice little place for her shotgun. We got a nice little closet here for her hidden away. The Assaultron helmet I was going to stick on the shelf, but it was a little too tall because of its antenna, so I put it up on top. But yeah, that's the reason for that. All the walls here are custom. Again, there's no snapping at all in this build. These are all actually shack rails that I put along here. The wooden wall here, this is actually just a bunch of individual pieces that I tilted, all little chunks of wood that I put up in slants. So I thought that was a nice little touch, those little boards there. Goes out to a little sitting area here, and of course we have the Institute flag and our, well, in this case I wanted to find a Nuka World flag, but the closest thing I had was the operator's flag. So I thought that was a pretty cool touch. Turned out pretty nice. It was actually kind of a pain in the butt lighting those both those flags up. Now here outside the scrappy little walkway, you get a nice little storage area up here for these crates. A little bit of vault tech, because again we are near Vault 95, so I figured we could have pulled those out of there and salvaged them out. But yeah, man, the PS4 Pro's draw distance is amazing. You can see all the way to downtown Boston. Nice. Yeah, this turned out really well. I love the little sitting area here. Just real basic, not much to it. And nice little patches here on the wall. And again, the armored ceiling that turned out really nice, because again, I could have made it look all one color and all one texture, but I figured just the different pieces, maybe the father found them over time, with the exception of the armored pieces on top, because that was a little bit easier than what I was going for. You saw some pictures on Discord. So here you can see how I actually trimmed out the little sitting area here, or what was the original sitting area. I did trim it using QWAPA, but it turned out really nice. Check this out, all the wood pieces going around the edges. So again, no snapping. The inside of the frame, the outside of the frame, these big wooden pillars turned out really nice doing that trim with the QWAPA. You'll notice also some more of my Jersey barriers that I've gotten really into. That's the dog's bed there. Some more lighting by CVA. And check out these, I thought those iron fence spikes were really nice there. And yes, even supported my walkway up there. Went with some horizontal supports instead of the standard vertical supports. Nice. And more of the iron fence here. Oh look, hey, the paper got delivered. Nice. Man, they really get out of here. Some little steps here. That turned out really cool. Now if you notice here, see these doors? Now these actually came in really handy here, and we got this nice hidden rail car door. So again, the father is a survivalist. He wants to protect his kids, so we figured a nice look at that. You can get right up and out there. You can shoot out through both of these sides, and this is probably my favorite one. This took me a bit of doing, trying to figure out the best way to do it, because originally I had a farmhouse wall, but it clipped through my decorations, so I added the whole railing system there. Check that out. Look at that. See? We'll use the I word, and I was able to add the shower curtain rods to hold it up. You can even aim out through here. We get attacked by super mutants, by feral ghouls, and by mechanist robots. It was the 3 different attacks we had here. Nice. That was, again, where I had the big barn doors. But I love this ugly door, man. This turned out really nice. And it doesn't clip either, which I was very happy with that. So in the inside here, we went with these, of course these are part of, look like the Vault-Tec tiles from the Overseer section, but I thought they would just add a nice little bit of a touch of a parquet floor. And here goes Cait and her new hairstyle. She's got brand new armor. You turned out gorgeous. Look at you, girl. I'm just going to grab me a nice sweet roll. Yeah, you guys probably won't hear this come across, but yeah, it actually does the whole Skyrim chant when you grab the sweet roll. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but I thought that was a fantastic touch. I really wish it came across in recording. Look at this. Even got the pipes coming off the stove here. That was really cool, because we don't want these kids getting carbon monoxide poisoning. Oh, and here's the father. See, check out the hands. Those actually come from UCO. Thought that was really awesome, just to show that he was a synth. That was really cool. So again, he was thrown out of the Minutemen for being a synth, and was basically disgraced, but came back to take care of his family anyway. We stocked up the fridge here with some nice lemonade, some beer for Dad, and some Brahmin milk for the kids as well. Nice. Even finally got to use those magnets again. I thought that was pretty cool. Got a fully look. Oh, check this out. So this is part of my custom cabinets. Actually, this section here, if I can get around Cait, that's actually from Slocum Joe's. That's one of the donut displays. I just flipped it around backwards and sunk it down. Nice. We got some of the modern furniture pieces here. Two different ones sunk in here. They don't look as nice as the one in Kellogg's apartment, or Kellogg's house, but it still looked pretty cool. Got plenty of storage. We got ammo, got plenty of explosives up there. Even got some balls. Oh, and check out the ceiling before I forget. Yeah, I patched it up. I just wanted it to look as scrappy as possible. Now, the only thing they got left over from the main build was this actual, check this. Oh, hey there. Oh, see, I don't think she's going to do it, but no, actually she doesn't. I actually was able to save the original sitting area for the kids, so I kept the rug for them because I didn't want to disturb it, but they'll still sit. The girl likes to sit back by the pillow, and the brother, oh, look at this, bulletproof glass. Nice. Yeah, so with this, we got a little bit of light that comes in through the window, but the boy will sit here next to the comic book, so I thought that was pretty cool that we were able to save that portion of the build. Nice, of the original house. So we'll go back into the bedroom here. Yeah, this turned out really nice. The floor here in the bedroom and in the kitchen, these are actually barbershop tiles, but I thought it looked more like a whole Spanish tile. Nice. Yeah, some more bunker doors here to shut it down in case of an attack. Got father's rifle, and of course you guys know about my decorations, so we can grab every single thing off of this. This shelf is from the Fallout 4 guys requested parts mod. This is from the Mechanist layer. I think in the original Mechanist layer, those are used for the brain storage, brains in jars. And this one, I hated destroying this, but I'm going to do it for you anyway. Look at this. We can grab everything off of this shelf. It's all placed by hand. You got jingles here. Oh, and check it out. We even got a Gragnak comic book for the kid here. Look at that. Jungle of the Bat Babies. His favorite. Nice. Well, guys, that is pretty much going to wrap it up. Oh, got to show you the shelf back here. Look at that. I even made it look a bit sloppy, like the cigarettes actually fell out. Check this out. Yeah, it's actually a static object. I placed it down here just because I thought that was kind of fun. Just made it look like everything was falling out of the shelf, that the door came open. Something a little bit different. Instead of making it all look perfect in there. Got a stealth boy up there on the top. This is the father's armor here. Here's his militia hat, his Minutemen outfit as well. He just keeps it around for a memory because similar to Dance, even though Dance leaves the Brotherhood, spoilers I should have said, he still will is always a big supporter of their ideals. But that's pretty much going to wrap up the day tour. I appreciate you guys sticking around. I am AdamaSanguine. I love you all. I'm out.